Aaron and I have been walking for ages through the bush on really horrible, barely formed tracks. We're up in the Maratoto area. You get back past this chasm in the floor here. I don't even want to think about how deep it is. We were just walking up through the bush, up this track here, and up ahead of me here I saw this mine. It looks really cool. Aaron's already gone in. I just had to stop and put my helmet on and get my torch out of my bag. But you can probably see it coming up in front of us here. Just I mean, you wouldn't want anything better out of a mountainside mine than this. So I hope it goes in quite far. We're still on the like the talisman side of Mount Karangahaki. I have a slight worry about my torch power, because we've been down, we just came out of a pretty decent mine and straight back in here. Some old tin on the ground. Oh, look at that nice quartz in the wall just above the beam of my torch there, and below the pink there's a band of nice looking quartz. I can't see any gold just poking out. Very nice looking. An old glove on the ground, various bits of old pipe, and a very rusty rail. Very sparkly boulders of quartz. See what Aaron's found up here.
It's pretty cool.
Does it just come to an end up here, does it?
Yeah. It's epic, bro. You gotta go check it out.
It goes for miles.
It's the most amazing bit I've ever seen.
Any move marks around that you've seen?
No, the only one I've seen is that RE something here.
Looks like they've really sort of chopped into this vein of quartz.
Yeah, all that sampling, those numbers. You can look those numbers up on the Petroleum and Minerals website.
Oh, I didn't realise it goes up here.
Not too far though.
Oh, no. Just a stele up there. You can see the vein that they're trying to get at runs right across the ceiling. I'll let Aaron get past him. I'll just have a look up here.
This is the epic, amazing bit.
Yep. Wow, I've never seen anything like it.
Right.
Boulders everywhere.
It kind of looks like it used to keep going, but not anymore.
It does look like collapse, this end bit, doesn't it?
I wonder if we're underneath all that collapse stuff. Maybe that's what that is.
Could well be, eh?
Yeah.
Breathe less heavily, Steve. You don't have to sound like you're about to have an aneurysm.
God, I hate that in all my videos whenever I'm like climbing over something.
Yeah. They definitely went mad with the spray paint down here.
Yeah, I know. Only half the mine's pink.
So for some reason we think this particular drive is called the tourist drive. Well, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why would you send tourists around here?
I mean, it's a pretty nice view right there. Right at the start, yeah.
True.
There's a free glove here if you want.
I saw that on the way in. Looks pretty tempting.
Yeah, that's what the deal was with all this corrugated iron as well. They used to be sealing the front of it.
That sounds possible. And then we've just got the entrance here up behind Aaron. So we're thinking this was perhaps a gate. This corrugated iron here. Not much of a gate, but I suppose some people would be kept out by it. Right, here we are. And it's time to see what else we can find for the day. If all the trees weren't there, it would be an awesome view.
Can you chop them all down?
Just like in the water, the slimiest ones.
That's awesome.
Just so you know. It's really slimy right here.
It looks bad. I don't actually see how we get across without getting wet.
I think we need to go further this way. Looks difficult.
I need to get out of the rain is what I need to do at the moment. I'll see how far you get. Go on then. Can you get across? Man, Aaron and I have been walking for ages through the bush on really horrible, barely formed tracks. We're up in the Maratoto area around Coromandel, and I think we've just come up on some mining relics here. It looks like a big old boiler up in the bush there. If you can see the pipes, I might get up a bit closer and have a look. We're way out in the Maratoto here, which is just an area around the base of the Coromandel, and we've walked for ages, and for an old man like me it's been pretty rough, but we've just found a mine. I'll show you where we've come to. Just in here is a mine and it's got a nice breeze blowing through. So Aaron and I are just getting ready, putting helmets on, getting cameras ready, and we'll head in. Alright. Okay. In we go. And like, as I said, there's a nice breeze blowing through here. Nice and dry inside. There's a wetter up there. Yeah, there's a few wetters, and just in this area here you might be able to see the darker spots of some wetters up in there in the ceiling. Now, it looks kind of like just the end up here, but it must turn a corner. And we've got, looks like some bracing in the ceiling there, just a piece of metal coming out. I'm not full of talking today just because I'm walking so far. Absolutely exhausted. Up lots of blind tracks where we know there's mines up in the bush. We've got the coordinates for them, but finding them is another thing. So we've been up creeks and very steep banks, but seem to have paid off with this one. You can see clearly where they've had rail on the ground, and it's possible the rail is actually just under all the silt that's built up over the time. Just a bit of gobbing there. And we come up to a crossroads, both of them with holes in the floor. That's quite fascinating. Let's see what's off to the right here. Okay. So it looks like maybe drill rod down there, or maybe not. Looks like they've stoped up in this area. Not sure how much you can see. I don't really want to fall down in the hole here. Yeah, that's a stope. Now I wonder if we can access it around this way any easier. There does seem to be a hole in the floor that I'm hoping we're going to be able to get past. Right here. It was deeper than I thought. It's significantly down there. Oh. And we're across past that little dangerous bit. What have we got here? Coming up to, it's got to be the stoped out area. But am I going to be able to get in any further? That is the question. It looks all like collapsed through here. And this is the other side of where I was before. Not the biggest stope I've ever seen, but that's what we've got here is a stope. And swinging back round this way. Oh, look at that cracked rock there. That doesn't look very nice, does it? I'm not sure just how far we can get in here. We'll go down here and take a look. See a few bits and pieces of quartz on the ground. Doesn't look nice at all. Okay, so we're not going to go any further that way, unfortunately. And I have my doubts about going any further in here. No, that doesn't go anywhere. That was interesting anyway. Not a particularly nice mine, although it's dry. I wouldn't say that I trusted it a great deal. Let's see if we can get back past this chasm in the floor here. I don't even want to think about how deep it is. Yeah, we're going to be alright. Yeah. Okay. Did I see this bit? I think I did. Yeah, that was just a little niche in there. I can see crushed quartz all over the ground, but they clearly got the majority of it and took it out for processing. I'm not noticing that breeze that was more near the entrance, so it's slightly interesting. Where's the breeze gone? Who knows? Because at the moment we're just heading back to the entrance again. Oh yeah, so that was one of the Maratoto adits. This is the next mine we've got in the Maratoto series of mines. I think this area might actually take a few trips to get all the mines done. This particular one we've come across is a lot closer to where we've parked the car, thank goodness. The other one was really far away. Well, not so much far away was the issue. The issue was that it was a lot of going straight up through the bush and straight down through the bush, which doesn't do my knee any good. But let's see where this one goes. It looks quite cool. Aaron's behind me down there, getting all his cameras and helmets and all the stuff he gets to come down mines with. I can see some footprints on the floor, so we're not the first people down here. Now what happens here, it doesn't look ideal. No. That's a bit unfortunate, because it looks like it goes off around there, but how on earth would I get across there? Look at this hole down here. It's just, I mean, there's a crawl space around the side here, but one thing goes wrong and I'm down there, and I do not want to end up down there. That is a long way down. So unfortunately, that's a no. Now there were possibly some more mines not too far from here, so perhaps we will have a bit more luck, although it's pretty hard trying to just find these mines with GPS positions. But we'll see what Aaron has to say here in a minute. He's the one who's actually got all the coordinates on his phone there. Look at that. Nice big weta there. He's a big boy or girl. It ends, there's a very deep hole. The mine actually does carry on further, but I'm not going to try and get past that hole. So we're in the Maratoto area still, and we've just come across an area full of all these old relics, and it looks like it was a store for detonators is what it says, warning detonators on the front of that cabinet. That it looks like the door's been ripped off it. No detonators in there now, and I've left my GoPro along the track, so I'm just having to film with my my phone, but that's better than nothing. So let's have a look around, and we've got some rail coming off here, and it goes down to a really impressive piece of machinery. It's like an old hopper or something. Yeah, so look at this, pretty amazing. This great big hopper, rusty as. Aaron's climbed up it, and you can see these ore chutes under here. So obviously ore came in on this track here, and I don't know if there was a crusher or something, but then they came down the ore chutes, all the rock, and into a truck or something like that. I mean, we're well out in the bush here, so even getting this thing, all this machinery out into the bush would have been a massive challenge. Somehow they did it. And the tracks carry on into the bush there, but possibly there's some mines up there, but I couldn't find any. I walked for about 10 minutes or so and couldn't find any, but there probably is. So here's our last location for this weekend's adventure, and we're looking up at Maratoto Rock there, where no doubt people abseil, but we won't be doing that anytime soon. There's Aaron's car on the left and my car on the right, and we're about to head home.